You won't believe what Cardi B just said when someone asked her this question. And trust me, her answer, absolutely unfiltered. We're talking NSFW, no holds barred, pure Cardi. What's up, everyone? So if you've been following Cardi B lately, you know she's been in the headlines for literally everything. But recently, she got asked a question that made her absolutely lose it. And the way she responded, it's the kind of moment that has the internet talking. We're gonna break down exactly what happened, why people are freaking out, and what Cardi had to say about it. Let's rewind for a second. Cardi B is one of the most unapologetically real celebrities out there. She doesn't filter herself, she doesn't play the game, she just says what's on her mind. That's kind of her whole brand, right? Authenticity mixed with humor and zero chill. So here's the thing, when you're a celebrity like Cardi, especially one who's been in the spotlight for years, people are always watching. They're analyzing your life, your relationships, your family choices, everything. And if you've been paying attention, Cardi B and Offset have had quite the journey together. Multiple pregnancies, breakups, makeups, the works. It's been a full soap opera, honestly. So naturally, people have opinions, lots of opinions. They want to know, they wonder, they question. So someone, and we don't know who exactly, decided to ask Cardi B the question that everyone's apparently been thinking: why do you keep getting pregnant? Now, before we go further, understand what this question really is. It's not just a simple question, it's loaded with assumptions. It's got that judgmental vibe underneath. It's asking her to explain her personal choices to basically a stranger. Some might say it's even a bit disrespectful, depending on how you look at it. But here's the thing about Cardi B. She doesn't shy away from confrontation. She doesn't apologize for her life. So when she heard this, her response was legendary. Cardi B went off. And I mean, she really went off. Without giving away too much, because you need to hear this yourself. Her response was basically her telling whoever asked this to mind their business. But she did it in the most Cardi B way possible. She was funny, she was sarcastic, and yeah, she was definitely NSFW about it. The gist? She basically said something along the lines of, "That's my personal choice, and honestly, why are you so worried about my uterus?" Obviously that's paraphrased, but you get the energy. It was her reminding everyone that her body, her choice, her business. And here's what I love about Cardi's response. She didn't get defensive in a sad way. She got defensive in a powerful way. She basically told everyone to stay in their lane. So why is this moment significant? Why are people talking about it? Because in a world where female celebrities, especially black female celebrities, are constantly being scrutinized and judged for their life choices, Cardi's response was refreshing. It was bold. It was a middle finger to the patriarchal nonsense that says women need to justify their reproductive choices to anyone. Think about it. If a male celebrity had multiple kids, nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would ask, why do you keep having kids? It would just be normal. But with women, there's always this judgment, this questioning, this need to understand their motivations. Cardi B essentially called that out. She refused to play along with that narrative, and that's powerful. That's the kind of energy that resonates with people. Plus, let's be real, the way she said it was hilarious. It was crude, it was unapologetic, and it was so Cardi. That's why people loved it, because it was authentic. It wasn't manufactured. It was just her being herself. But here's where it gets deeper. This moment actually opens up a larger conversation about celebrity culture and the expectations we place on women, especially in the entertainment industry. We live in this weird time where celebrities are supposed to be perfect. They're supposed to make choices that the public agrees with. They're supposed to explain themselves. They're supposed to fit into these neat boxes that society creates. But Cardi B has never done that. She's been pregnant. She's had relationships that looked messy from the outside. She's made choices that not everyone understands or agrees with. And she's done it all while maintaining her success. That takes a certain kind of strength, a certain kind of confidence, the kind that most of us honestly don't have. And when someone has that kind of energy and someone tries to challenge them or question them, what do? They stand their ground. They remind people who actually living their life. The internet, as usual, had thoughts about Cardi's response. Some people were like, yes, tell them. They loved that she refused to be shamed. They loved the confidence. They loved that she wasn't going to let anyone make her feel bad about her choices. But of course, there were also people who thought it was too much, who thought she should have handled it differently, who thought her response was inappropriate. That's always how it goes, right? But here's the thing, Cardi's not performing for those people. She's living her life. And honestly, her response was exactly what needed to be said in that moment. So what's the real takeaway here? What's the message in all of this? It's simple. It's that your body, Your choices, your life, that's yours. Not the internet, not random people on Twitters, not society, yours. Whether it's about pregnancy, relationships, career decisions, or anything else, you don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need to justify yourself to people who aren't living your life and aren't dealing with the consequences of your choices. Cardi B gets that, and in this moment, she reminded all of us of that too. Let me break down what we covered real quick. Cardi B got asked why she keeps getting pregnant. Instead of playing nice or giving some diplomatic answer, she shut it down completely. She was funny. She was crude. She was unapologetically herself, and people loved it because it was authentic and powerful. This moment is about more than just one celebrity's response to one question. It's about the expectations we place on women. It's about the right to make your own choices without judgment. It's about standing in your power and not apologizing for it. Look, whether you love Cardi B or you're not really into her, you have to respect the confidence. You have to respect the way she handles herself in these moments. In a world that's constantly trying to dim your light and make you smaller, there's something beautiful about someone who just refuses to do it, someone who says what they mean and means what they say. So the question for you is, are you living that way? Are you making choices that make sense for you? Or are you letting other people's opinions dictate your life? If you like this video and you want more celebrity news, more unfiltered moments, and more real talk, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We drop new videos all the time and you don't want to miss them. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay authentic, stay real, and never let anyone make you feel bad about the choices that are right for your life.